still continue until we are actually officially starting. I just need to. I want to
I'm
make
just
sure I put myself.
bringing up Falana's sheet in case she doesn't show up soon.
All right, cool. We are live. So, welcome back to another session of Sigil Storms. I was supposed to get a symbol saying what this sigil actually looks like. Man, I'm
Yep.
bad.
As soon as we
Coming up.
start, these are the things we forgot. All right.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
good.
As soon as we start, this is what we forgot. All right, then. So, last time we essentially finished up the forest dungeon. So, we're going to start off there as we. I believe we're going to take a long rest and then just kind of wrap things up. You're still right where you ended off last time.
Yeah, we were just gonna take like a long rest and then chill out for a little while, weren't we?
All right.
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought we
so
were
I
going to be at the end of the long rest when we started.
So I expect that you all kind of also want to go back to where the Dryad was for this.
Yeah.
I mean, we can. All the goblins are dead, so I don't know if
I
it
mean,
really matters where.
I mean, she might be able to patch us up a little bit more.
It's like, do you want to head back there, or do you want to just take the rest here?
Let's go back to the Dryad.
Yeah, be safe.
All right.
Say goodbye to Malagor. Let him have fun with his.
Yeah,
March.
Malagor. As you go to head off, Malagor kind of just walks off. I'm gonna move you all over. I don't want the goblin. I don't want the goblin. Damn you! You're gonna.
But he loves
park
us.
the tank
The
up
goblin
here,
loves you.
and
Dead goblin.
yeah, you're gonna park the
Goblin
tank up
loves
here. I
you.
figure.
Lily's just going to wave goodbye to Malagor as he leaves.
Yeah, and he's just gonna walk off on his own. He's holding his little blanket very warmly as he starts to head off in a random direction. You don't think it's north.
Well, he's just got his blanket. He'll be fine.
Maybe we should
You'll
give him
figure
a
it out.
compass.
I
He
don't
would
know if he
not
knows
like
how to
to
read
say.
a compass.
All right, so you're going to be taking a long rest down here at the Dryads.
Falana said she wanted to start copying in one or two of her spells. I can't remember which ones.
Which
but,
ones?
But she wanted to start copying at the start of the rest. So I'm assuming she'll just take her 4 hours that she doesn't have to sleep at the start of the rest.
Yeah, I'll give that to her and still give her the rest.
Because elves only need 4 hours.
Yeah,
of
I'll give that
rest.
to her and still give her the rest. So she'll have 4 hours of that, and we can sort out which spell she's copying in when Risuki gets back. All right, did the rest of you want to actually talk about things or anything else? Because when you all start to get there, let me start off with that. When you all start to arrive, I don't know who's piloting the tank to get there. I expect either Lily or Elana.
Alana is.
Definitely
Yes.
not Surina.
Alana has the only driver's license in the group.
Apparently, and she's young.
Because she's the only one who spent the time to figure out every single lever.
Yeah,
It's
so
driver's license in this case, meaning the written instructions for what each lever does.
I'll say Lily is watching Alana so she can try to get a feel of how to control the tank. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, as a just-in-case scenario, Alana's next time she's actually able to get enough time to herself to do this, like short rest maybe, she's going to write down improper instructions and stick them to each lever,
improper instructions.
just in case somebody else tries to take the.
You
The
mean
tank.
actual instructions, right?
No,
No,
she
like-
means improper in case somebody tries to steal it.
No, like the door, like the one that controls the door. The one that controls the door. Label that as the light switch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be fine. And as the group, comes around the corner with Alana and Lily, I don't know if anyone's going to be in this or not, or whatever it could be. You see the Dryad, who's kind of watching very warily and very
Confused.
concerned, because she does
What I
know that
missed.
this was something that the goblins were using, and it's made of metal beyond that, so there's nothing she can really do effectively against it.
Can we see
Until-
her from inside the gob tank?
Yes, you would, because you would have had the hatches open.
All right, Lily's gonna
I mean,
hop
so-
out and say, "It's us. It's okay."
And when she sees Lily hop out and everything, she'll relax a little bit, and she'll go up to the group asking in Elvish, which, Lily understands Elvish, and she'll ask, like, what happened? Is everything taken care of? The forest doesn't speak much more of goblins, but there was a crash.
She's gonna pull the stone goblin head out of the pack and show it to her and say, "Yep, we got them all," and then put it back in. And we also got this thing too.
And she'll look over at the crab tank, and she looks very wary, and she'll ask, are you taking that with you?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
definitely, yes.
And she
yes.
seems a bit much more relieved at the thought of this thing leaving her forest.
Lily's gonna say that every sign of the goblins is going to be gone once we're here, aside from the big old hole in the north corner.
and like she'll nod again, and she'll offer the chance to take one more good rest before you are all heading out once more.
I think I talked over Alto. What were you saying, Alto?
No, I was just going to say we thought you might not want any reminders of the goblins.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and she'll be thankful for this, and again offer her little grove here as a place to rest before you head out properly.
Doesn't even matter if my microphone's not working.
Oh, there you are.
Welcome back.
Risu.
There you are.
Hey, Risu.
Perfect.
So Risu, what I said was we're just about to take a long rest. I think you wanted to start copying down some spells.
I'd have to be able to purchase the ink for it. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't
she
be
doesn't have the ink
Oh, you
currently to
don't
purchase
have the
it.
ink yet. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So
able. What I will say this before we continue is if there is any goblin remains, we did scatter our forces quite a bit. Any remaining forces will most likely leave on their own will. There
And
shouldn't be a need to provoke them any further if there is anymore.
And the Dryad will once more nod at this, and she'll thank the group as a whole. So we're going into a long rest for the group, and nothing happens. Actually, I rolled a 1, too. Nothing happens.
Why are you rolling for the forest again? Or is this magic?
No, this is just the point where I'm going to roll, and I'm going to let you guys hear me roll, just to make you paranoid.
God damn it, GM. Not again.
Beautiful.
All right, so regardless of
what I do,
take...
Silver, is I start typing on the thing, and then you see the GM is typing, and then nothing happens. I feel that's a really good way to make people paranoid.
I don't even pay
Since
attention
I
to
took
that.
a lot of macros instead, people wouldn't see that, so I just like to roll dice and let them hear it, because you guys know I do roll my dice for a decent number of things.
You roll your dice for pretty much everything except for like simple things.
No, for fighting and everything, I've got to just clicking macros and everything else.
Yep.
All right, so long rest. You guys will get the benefit of a long rest, so your health will go up to your maximum. You will regain half of your current hit die, rounding down. All of your spells will be refreshed. And anything else? Spells refreshed, hit die. Anything else you would regain with a long rest, or a short rest, for that matter.
Yeah.
And you're going to be sitting here resting throughout the night.
Which, before we sleep, like Surina or anyone, well, no, half the time we can't really do much about. Never mind.
Wait, what did we need?
No, I was thinking about something, but change of plans. I can start identifying stuff while people are sleeping.
Cast Identify a few times as a ritual to identify the various items you've gotten.
Exactly.
Okay,
Usual
figure out the
drill.
loot.
All right.
Hopefully Silva didn't remember to mark these ones down.
No, I just got to get to my drive. I do actually have all of these recorded down, so I need to go over the actual Identify thing I have written down. So the things you have found a pair of goggles. And best that you've seen already, they help you increase what you can see in dark vision. And as the Identify remark, these goggles help to see help one see in the dark.
Before we
This
move
stuff is
forward,
not in my party loot. It's kind of a-
did anyone want to take those? Because I think we gave them to Elana, but if everyone's got a light cantrip, it might not be that useful. But Lily would take them to extend her dark vision.
Well, let me word it like this.
Mhm.
What light will do is if we're in a dark situation,
people will see.
light will draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would
Whereas-
recommend giving the dark vision goggles to someone who doesn't have dark vision for the raw purpose of avoiding unnecessary attention.
Right,
But
but
we'll still have one person
So give
without dark vision.
here's
Well,
the thing.
No, give it to Alana. Serena took light. She's completely fine without it. Like
Well,
she
listen-
doesn't mind being.
No,
a giant
this is what we're bringing up. If we use light, it's a 30-foot beacon in the middle of darkness that says, "Hey guys, there's people over here."
Right.
Oh.
So if we need to be sneaky, it would be better to have the goggles. It's one of those things where we'll keep the lights cantrips, we'll keep those up for the time being, but we'll also keep the goggles as that just in case. Oh, we need to be sneaky.
Well,
Turn
even
off the
in-
lights.
So can I say something real quick? Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
If we're in a place where we can't have light, Lily can hand the dark vision goggles to someone who can use them.
Yeah.
out
but
of character,
Otherwise,
this doesn't-
otherwise we would need to use, or we would probably be using the light cantrip. So what I'm thinking is, it might be a good idea to just give Lily the goggles, and then you guys cast light on your weapons or whatever, and then Lily can see further and can kind of be a scout.
Yeah.
I almost wish Dark Vision was a ritual spell.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not actually. So
I
that's
wish it was, because that would simplify a lot, because what are we going to do? Well, we're going to be 8 hours without dark, give someone dark vision, and give someone else with goggles. Done.
I'd say give it to Falana, but she's usually going to be towards the back because she's not, tanky. So
She's a ball of
I give it
squish.
to Falana, period. I mean, she has dark vision. She's not worried about it.
Yeah, but you get
Because
an
it also
extension.
increases your dark vision.
Yeah.
length.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already tested this so far where if you don't have dark vision, it gives you 60 foot of dark vision. If you have dark vision, it gives you 60 more feet of dark vision.
So
I mean, Surina doesn't really need much.
the other thing
Well,
is we
Serena-
have the light amulet.
Yeah. But
Yes.
light's a cantrip, so we're not worried about that.
Yeah, I think I've already given you all the identify remarks as well. But the Amulet of Light, the remark you get for that, this amulet brightens your day and night, and every time, really.
That sounds familiar. I was just looking more for. I think we picked stuff up after the fact.
No, I don't remember
No.
anything. we picked up
Can you
after.
cast Identify on a head?
On the Goblin Head?
On the stone
It's a
goblin?
goblin. Technically, I can cast Identify on Lily.
I don't think you'll
I
get
don't think
anything
you
from
wanna get
that.
useful.
I don't recall if Identify is stated in a way that you would get information or not.
Casting Identify on Lily reveals that she is an airhead.
She's not that airheaded, to be honest.
Alright, so
I believe it just says one target. That's the thing.
So,
one object.
should we give either Elana or Surina the goggles, or should Lily take them?
I say give it to Elana.
Elana gets the night vision goggles because she's the one who you don't want to give away. If Surina needs it, she can use the light thing and then give away her position using her light cantrip to make it so people get distracted towards her, and then the other people don't get it spotted as easily because they all have dark vision and can fuck off in the darkness.
Does
Yeah, well, not
Elana
only
have
that,
light?
I think Alana has the light cantrip, yes?
Yeah, both Elana and Surina have the light cantrip.
Okay, so I guess the question is, Alto, would you rather use the light cantrip or would you rather use the goggles? Because, again, if we're in a place where we want to turn off the light, we can do that at any time, and I can give you the goggles.
Yeah, I like that idea better, personally, because 120 feet of dark vision is going to be better than 60 feet of dark vision when you can also use the light spell, which gives the same thing.
Right.
You'll be able to see 60 feet further than us, but we'll still be able to see everything we'll need at
if
that
I
time.
can
Yeah.
throw this out here real fast, another thing dark vision is good for is camping. Because if we put it on Elana has range. She is a ranged combatant. She is not melee.
This is true, but at the same time, if we're needing people to take watch, which should be Falana all the time,
Falana. Why are you giving it to Falana all the time? She's
Well-
going to be up 4 hours compared to everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, we
She's
still have
gonna
to
have to
spread
smash.
watch, but again, if we're gonna take watch, I can give it to whoever's taking watch. This isn't a permanent thing.
yeah, it doesn't require
It
attunement.
does not require attunement. You do know that.
Yes, however, it's just a matter of if we do want to keep it on someone on a regular basis, I say keep it on Alana, because Alana's going to make more use of it than Lily or Serena.
I
I'll
say
leave
give
it
it to
completely
Lily.
up to Alto. So
I say give it to Lily. She can hand it to Elana if need be.
okay.
All right, so the next item, I already know this, guys, is going to be a lot quicker. It's the hat, and you can see with the identify remark, this gaudy hat disguises its user. It does require attunement.
Alana, or Alto. Alana.
Yeah.
I know
So it's-
Alana was looking for it.
Yeah,
but
so
I'd probably
it's-
I'd probably just keep it just for a moment because I do want to know the reason out of character. Well, in character, Alana would want to know the reason, and she would.
She
have
already
to,
mentioned in the town where it was people were looking for her, and she just wanted an easy disguise.
Did she?
Yeah,
Yeah, she mentioned
you
that.
asked her right after leaving.
Oh yeah,
the
that's right. That's
college.
right.
Yeah.
I forgot there for a moment. Sorry.
Yeah, so the main reason that I just told you that was mainly to tell you that it needs attunement, because I don't know if I mentioned that. I think
That
I've already
term-
gone over the bracers of Winter's Might, because I know Jeeves liked the remark for that.
Can you say it again?
Gifts powerful strikes with the frigid North's grace.
I just thought it was beautiful.
It's a gracious blessing. Probably blessing.
Thanks, Jeeves.
Yes, I did say grace. All right, so then we have all the items identified. All that's sorted out. You're all going into your rests.
And I get an additional 60 feet of dark vision.
Yes, you do. I'll set that up shortly. And as you go through your rest, nothing particularly happens throughout the night. And when you wake up, Lily isn't there.
God damn it, not again!
Wait,
We're ditching
but
her.
Falana was keeping watch, I thought.
For 4
I didn't
hours.
think. Yeah, no, I don't expect everyone was keeping watch the entire time because you also had the Dryad. And I need to. No, not Cassie. I need to adjust
Does
a
the
little.
Dryad have a cat girl fetish?
All right,
Let's
we're
just say
ditching her.
she sated that.
Oh god. Gosh,
120. There we go.
This is why Surina doesn't trust Lily. She's
All
either
right.
an airhead or
All right.
Really
So
second.
then, when did Lily leave? It was about
It was
right
as
after.
soon as she saw Falana fall asleep. Or
Okay.
just after that.
or
Alana
go into her
doesn't
trance
sleep.
anyway. And then Lily had snuck away, and I figure by the time everyone wakes up, Lily has made it to Gatesil. Only Lily is here. So everyone else to the GM layer with you.
Do they have vision?
It shouldn't be I don't think I have any vision at all whatsoever on this map.
Okay, cool.
we can see
Yeah,
the
that's
entire
good.
map.
Yeah, I didn't actually put dynamic lighting at all on this.
Okay, so do you want me to go through what Lily's doing?
Yes,
Fucking
where's
guess.
Lily going
She's going
first?
to the-
So,
she's going to the.
I will just say this out of character. God damn it, you split up a party once again, and I am going to play a song for you later that says exactly what you should not do in a D&D game.
Does it have something to do with bunnies?
It has something to do with never split a party.
All right, so back to the point.
Okay,
Lily,
so
what is
Lily's gonna go through the districts as she goes through the districts, she's going to hold up one of the gobheads, and she's going to call out into the streets. You know, we have defeated the goblins in the forest in the name of the Adventurers
All right.
Guild.
So, first question.
Mhm.
Where are you doing this?
We're going through
district are you doing this? Yeah, what district are you doing this in first?
I'm going through all of basically
What
all of the
district
districts,
are you
but we're
doing
going
this in first?
through.
Are you doing it in the maroon one?
No, that's a shopping one. She'd go through the residential districts in particular and do that.
So the green one?
I think the
I
green
think
one
that was
residential.
residential. Yeah, because orange was warehouses.
Yeah, and basically what she's doing is she's trying to show people that they can protect their city, that the Adventurers Guild isn't dead, and trying to convince people that if they do that, then they are going to make money.
And as Lily goes through and she makes this declaration the first time, she hears somebody clapping much more, like, not quite like the others who are kind of looking a little confused. You see someone clapping. It looks to be an older man. He, at first glance, seems to be a half-elf. And he'll walk up to Lily and... He doesn't have a hat to tip. Damn it. What was I going to say that? And he just kind of congratulates. Thank you, miss. You were the one who went out to deal with the goblins then on behalf of the adventurers.
She's stealing all of our credit.
She's going to say, I was one of the adventurers. You should talk to the Adventurers Guild and find out more.
Yes, I already have, for quite some time. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Roran, the Trade Master.
Roaring.
Is that how I pronounce it? I don't know if I pronounced it right.
Liz is going to go, rawr.
Fellas.
Roland, that's what it is. It's Roland,
Rolling, okay.
the Trade Master.
Rowan, what?
And he'll address her once more. I also understand that you've been going around quite a bit around this town. You've created quite a stir in my absence.
Have I?
Yes,
I don't seem to remember that. I've been fighting goblins.
of course you don't, dear. Anyway, I don't want to take up too much of your time right now. There are a number of things which I'm sure you must take care of, but there are a few points I'd like to explain to you. First of all, I understand you had an agreement with one of my underlings, a man by the name of Zaldor, I believe. Whatever
right.
agreement you had with him is currently null and void. He is in the stockades for embezzlement.
Huh. That's good. But the standing agreement of that you had for everyone, where you would pay us a certain amount per head, that definitely still stands, correct?
Oh, of course. The bounty itself still stands, though there are a few other things. Would you be so kind as to stop by the Trades Guild later on and speak to me, preferably with the entire group who helped you take care of this deed?
Of course.
And he'll nod again. Excellent, thank you. I shall see you there. And, oh yes, one more thing before I leave. I do know that the Adventurers Guild was hoping to speak to you as soon as you got back. Would you be so kind as to stop in there?
Once I've done my shopping.
Of course, of course. Just don't leave town. There are important things we must speak about. And
God
with
damn
that,
it, we're up for
Can we roll
execution now.
insight, or can I roll insight on that?
you can roll insight on that.
Trying to figure out exactly what this guy is insinuating.
What this guy's insinuating, you aren't sure with that particular roll, but you get the feeling that he's not that happy with one thing you've done, but you don't think it was something to do with the goblins. You think it was something else.
He knows.
Lily
Yeah,
just
Lily
set us
will
up
come
for
back to him
execution.
later. Lily
All
will
right, so
definitely
you
come back to him
still...
later.
I am expecting back up in the forest, the group is, as soon as they wake up, instantly going to gather their supplies, grab the tank, and start heading back to town.
Oh yes. Yeah.
All right, so-
Actually, no, we wouldn't, because last time we left without Lily after she abandoned us.
All right,
she
so here's my next
complained about
question.
it.
Are you going to ask the Dryad what might have happened since the Dryad was keeping watch?
Yeah, I will talk to her and Sylvan in private to make sure.
And the Dryad will explain that, yes, she left. She said there were important things that she had to take care of in Gatesil. Or in town, particularly. She didn't say Gatesil.
God damn it, she's
Um,
trying to be that noble.
Do you,
So I
do you want me
expect
to
that-
do you want me to say exactly what she said? Or would
yeah,
she
go ahead.
summarize it? Lily said that she to the Dryad that she wanted to ensure that the goblins never came back. And she had to head to
And-
town for that.
God
Right.
damn it, she's playing with politics of the city while we're gone. We need to go in and possibly hang her upside down from the cavern wall and make sure she never moves again. Let's do it.
Pretty much.
So the entire group is now, I expect, in the tank and going full bore there. We'll cover more on that later because it's going to take a bit of time to get to town. Lily forwent her long rest to sprint to town, so she's tired,
She's exhausted.
but she is aware. So she also has disadvantage on ability checks, I do believe, because
Yep.
she has a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
So yeah, she's going to be doing pretty bad with a lot of rolls.
So
All right,
Lily's
group meeting inside the tank.
Lily's going to be booking it towards the he's not a duke. What is he?
He is a
Baron?
duke.
He is
He's
a
a
duke?
duke.
Okay,
He's
she's
a duke.
going to the duke's place.
All right, so she'll go to the Duke's place first. I'll say it. And the most direct path there will take you by the old abandoned church, temple, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
And you do notice that there are several things barring entry to it now.
Are there any people there?
There's nobody there still, but there's been several changes there. It looks like the door is closed once more, and it almost looks like there's a bar on it, and the courtyard beyond it, the gate is completely closed, and you do see a heavy metal bar keeping it shut.
I'm gonna roll perception to see how much of that she actually sees during her exhaustion.
Right. And
Okay.
with disadvantage, you see all of it.
It doesn't matter with that roll. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, so you see all of this, so... Yep. And then you'll go on to the Duke's place.
Okay. So she has to go through the guild hall to get there, right? Or the part of the guild's island.
Yeah, she will, but the guild itself is more towards the southern part, and she'll be going over the northern part.
She is going to do as much as she can to avoid seeing the people she doesn't want to see right now. She was hoping not to run into Rar earlier, but so
Oh, no, he was going to find her no matter what.
yeah, I figured probably she'd have to turn into a pixie and go invisible.
I
So
found her, actually.
so
or you
we're-
know, have elf maker.
she's going to head in and knock on the front door. No stealth.
And when you knock on the front door, the butler will once more answer the door, and he'll recognize his Lily from the other day, and he will let her come in, and he'll get the Duke
She's wearing the
attention.
hood still, by the way.
Assume he recognizes her.
Right, she was wearing the hood when he first saw her, so she's wearing
Yeah.
the hood still.
Yeah, so and he will go up to get the Duke's attention and inform her that the Duke will see you now, miss.
All right, she's going to go in and see the Duke.
All right, and the Duke at this point, he is sitting at his desk. He seems apprehensive, excited, and the first thing is like, "Is it done? Did you take care of it?"
She pulls out the stone goblin head as proof.
Excellent. Perfect.
Lily is going to put it back in the bag of holding because she carries the bag of holding. And she's going to say, I want to know everything.
Everything?
How exactly
Well,
did
it's
you
kind of
lose
hard to
power?
describe the theory of life, but
Your grandmother or whoever it was.
It's not, and I don't remember I mentioned this before, but Mylan is actually a half-elf himself. How did I lose power? Never had it. It's my grandfather who lost it. Roll a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
you're not
that's
gonna
actually really good for a natural one.
Oh, it's great for natural one, but
but it's still a natural one.
You're not doing
Lily
the
just flops
critical
on her
fumbles,
face.
are you?
no, I don't. Like a 1 does not auto fail, and a 20 does not auto pass for ability checks. So this is gonna be. You want to know what happened to my grandfather then? Why he lost power?
Yes. And please make it short. I have other things to do today.
You'd have to ask him to know for sure. The only thing that survives is that he didn't have power to, or the money to properly take care of the village, or take care of the city while pirates and raiders were abound. Trade Guild came in with all their muscle and their money, bodyguards to protect their goods. They use them to protect the town.
Are they
Thugs, that's all they are.
crap. I'm just gonna roll a d20 real quick.
Right.
Okay. Lily's going to ask, are the people being hurt by the trade guild? Are they money, basically? Are they having to pay for protection, that kind of thing? Are they bullies?
Roll another persuasion. Slightly better.
Better on both rolls.
Yeah.
Ah.
Paying them.
She's looking tired.
How would I know? I'm not told anything in this town. I can only assume so.
And what would you do differently?
What would I do differently? Well, beyond taking this town back in the right that I should have been born into. Oh, let me see. Send the military down to deal with these pirates first of all. Well, the guard rather, not the military. Should be no difficult matter to deal with them.
You would send innocent people to go possibly fight to their death. Are these pirates still affecting this town? Or is it just a grudge that you hold?
They haven't come nearby recently, but they are still down there, and they are still a scourge of the even more southern towns. Get enough strength, they might even try to attack Gatesil once more.
Just to clarify, it's only the Duke and the butler in this area, right?
Correct.
She's going to walk up to him, pull out her maul very threateningly, and swing it at him and stop just short. I do not have to do this for you. Give me one reason why I shouldn't just let the guild have their way with things.
What are you? At this, the Duke will glance over at the butler. Why aren't you stopping her? And the butler just kind of stands there. His face, you can't read it. And he's just standing there, his arms behind his back. It is not in my job. She was not going to hurt you, so I have nothing to defend you against.
She's just going to stare at the Duke, her eyes burning, almost as in rage.
Yeah, and he doesn't exactly have anything proper that he can say. He's just kind of sputtering and everything else. And you gonna say anything more?
One reason. Give me one reason.
Because this town has been ruled by nobility for thousands of years, and then it's stopped by this upstart Roland who shows up out of nowhere.
She's going to do a non-lethal strike.
Oh my god.
And the blow to the head will completely hit him and knock him out.
She's going to leave unless the butler stops her.
And at this
Technically,
point,
maybe.
when Lily turns around, she can see for the first time proper emotion on the butler's face, and it looks like exasperation as he kind of just holds his forehead. That was unnecessary, miss. I will see to him. Just,
He'll be
it
fine.
might be, yes, more than likely, it might be best if you report in to others in this town. Try not to leave shortly. Hopefully, we will not have trouble from the Duke.
This Duke has no power anymore.
Yes, and if there were not reasons keeping that required a Duke, there would not be one.
And that's why I left him alive. She's going to turn and leave at that point.
And you can see at this point that all the butler does is nod as Lily goes to leave.
I assume by now the people might have caught up to her.
I'm expecting around this point people will be getting, yeah, you're almost to Gatesil, so what are you going to do?
Lily's going to make her way back towards the entrance of town.
All right, so yeah, Lily's making her way back to the entrance of town. The other group will probably get there about the same time, but what's the group going to do?
All right, we're gonna go there and be ready to attack, push from shove, because we don't know if it's gonna be hostile when we get there or not.
Better question, what are you going to do with the tank? Are you just going to walk that into town, or are you going to leave it hidden?
No,
we
no,
need
walk
to
that
hide
into
it
town. Do
outside of
that.
town.
Yeah,
I
Cassidy
say
is
we're going-
kind of going to suggest that we don't just take this into town.
I was going to say Alana's going to drive it into that cave that they first showed up in from the teleport circle.
We
All
didn't
right.
show up in a cave. We showed up in an open.
It was a little alcove, little area next to a cave. So it was like not quite a cave, but it was close enough.
Yeah,
And-
you know what I meant. The area we
Yeah.
showed up in because I remember it was like a little small cave.
Yeah, it was
with-
like it was a little alcove. It's hidden enough from the outside area. Cassidy will volunteer to keep an eye on things.
all
All
right.
right.
So the three of you can still run into town, and around this time, everyone's going to meet together. So the group rushes into town. Let me Lily.
Put us on the map now.
Before we meet up,
Here.
Yes, before you meet up.
does Lily
I'm
have
good.
time to go to the dwarf shop before they show up?
I'm going to say yes because I'm going to figure it was still going to take them around 3 hours to get there, and it's not going to take you 3 hours to do all of this, so you'll have just enough time to talk to the dwarf.
All right, Lily's going to run to the dwarf shop real quick, and she's gonna ask him. I assume she's able to find it without a roll because she's been there.
Yeah, because she's been there before. She knows how to get there.
She's gonna ask him how he's doing, basically, and then after he gives whatever feeble response, she's going to really ask him how he's doing.
And he'll kind of murmur the first time, like he's kind of happy to see Lily back since it's the first proper customer he's had in a while. And when she asks him how he's properly doing, you really want to know? I haven't been doing that well. Things, it's no good trying to sell to elves. All of my armor is meant for proper warriors, full plate mail, running against the enemy, and these elves, it's not meant for them. And he'll kind of just
He doesn't
sigh.
have any full plate mail. I'm sorry. She's
You
going,
get his expression.
she's going to say, "We may have a way to get you out of here. Would you be interested?"
And he'll look at her. Get us out, or get me out of here. What do you mean? And what about my shop?
Is your shop that precious to you?
The building means nothing, but my tools, my goods, they do.
Well, depending on whether it can fit into a 500 cubic foot space or not, we could take it with us. Put it in the bag of holding.
Where would we go?
We would let the wind decide.
That doesn't help me, miss. It'll help
Somewhere
me-
with fewer elves.
That does help me, miss.
You have a problem with elves?
I'm sure he does.
Yes.
He has
Yes.
trouble with finding customers.
If
No,
at
I'm
all
talking
possible,
about the half elf that's over.
she doesn't have a problem with elves, no, but she knows he does. If at all possible, we'll try to get you to Redwall, but I can't give any promises.
Get me back to Redwall. And he's starting to seriously consider this. Miss, this is a lot to consider. I will have to think on this. Come back probably by the end of the day, and I'll have made up my mind most likely, and I'll expect you to explain exactly what you mean.
That might be difficult, but I'll do my best.
And then I
He
expect...
means she's going to manipulate your sorry little ass. I mean,
So Lily
Exactly.
Lily is going to be stepping out of the shop, and around this time, everybody will meet up again.
alright, if she's doing what we think she's doing, we're going to have to take full offensive action, be ready to have to kill her if need be.
So you probably Lily, I expect, would be waiting by the gate. So you're going to see her standing by, or leaning against one of the buildings. I expect that is
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
on the north. Yeah, the
She's
north.
leaning.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be near the north bridge coming, or the north road coming into town. So you're all going to see her right away.
Okay.
So what's your first reaction?
Lily's reaction is, man, that gob tank is slow.
First reaction, get out of the tank.
The tank
You're
is
already
Oh.
out of the tank. No, you've been out of the tank. You had to walk to get here. So-
Oh, yeah. Draw a bow on her.
All right.
He's
So is
a
anyone
traitor.
actually going to go up and talk to her?
Serena's going to go up and grab
she
her
can
by the
come up
ear.
here, but we're keeping a bow on her. Ready to take action if need be.
Lily's still leaning against the building. She's not even going to defend herself.
Serena's just going to go up and grab her by the ear and say, "Not again."
We do not tolerate traitors.
Traitors. That's funny. Are you even going
You
to
missed-
ask what I've done?
All I know is
Yes.
you missed a very important meeting.
Meetings are for boring people.
You need sleep immediately.
No
And
time
even
for
if you-
sleep.
and I
No,
highly-
no. Force her to stay up. She's not allowed to sleep anymore.
There's no time for
so
sleep.
she's go-
We're revoking her right to sleep.
you do
We need
realize
to-
she's going to just pass out, right?
We need to go to the guilds.
What have you done?
Probably something silly.
Let's just
Right.
say you were right about the Duke.
I could have told you that.
We did try to tell you that.
I had to see for myself.
Okay.
He shouldn't be bothering us anytime soon. Let's just go to the guilds.
Are you going to
Alright.
join her?
Yeah, might as well. We have to deal with the guilds.
All right, so let me just. Let
Lily's
everyone
going
see.
to suggest that we go to the Adventurers Guild first because she met the other guy on the street and he's probably still wandering around the street and he won't be in until later, so she's going to suggest we go there first.
All right. So I moved you all to the Adventurers Guild for now. Is that where y'all want to go? Actually.
Yeah, might as well.
Also,
Alright.
Serena probably shouldn't be missing HP.
Yeah, you should all be at full HP currently.
Well,
I'm
I
sorry
was
because they're squeaking over here.
Yeah, you should all be at full HP currently. I'm not that concerned because really, I don't expect any proper fights, and if there are, I'll take care of that before the proper fight. Yeah.
I
Okay.
just took care of it, so we don't have to worry about
Yeah,
it.
so you've all
As we make our way through the town, Lily is going to continue doing what she was before, holding up the head and proclaiming the thing for the guild and stuff and so on. Unless someone stops her.
Serena's probably
At
going
this
to...
point, Alana has the Hat of Disguise attuned and is probably like made it so that she has short brown hair instead of the long white hair.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't expect there to be any response to Alana at all. Is anyone actually going to stop Lily, or are you going to let her proclaim that you did this in the name of the Adventurers Guild?
Serena's going to let her do...
Serena's going to let her do that, but then once she's done, she's going to suggest that she let Serena do it so she can sleep. And,
Oh, we're not sleeping for a
actually-
while.
Yes, we will stop her. We
why?
didn't do it in the name of the Adventurers Guild.
I did.
You didn't do. We did it as a team. Technically, we did it in the name of ourselves, not in the name of the Adventurers Guild. In the name.
Serena pipes up and says, "No, we actually took it on in the name of the Adventurers Guild. I'm pretty sure you. I was there with her for that.
What's that? I thought that was Cassidy that was there.
No,
can't
it was
say.
Serena.
It was
Oh.
it was me.
Serena
there at
was
the Adventurers
there
Guild?
early on, but then
No,
when
Serena
we
was there
actually-
when. Serena was there when you were doing it. Like Serena was going to ask a couple of questions.
No,
but
I
then
don't-
it
I don't
became
think
relevant.
Serena was there at the trade or the Adventurers Guild, because as I recall, you first went up to visit the Duke. You
Yep.
came back from the Duke. The two of you went into that temple, which is or the abandoned area,
Oh,
which is
right,
now sealed
yeah.
up.
Okay.
You came back to town. I think did a little bit of meeting up with everything. Then Cassidy and Lily went off to the guild, and then
Yep.
the other guild, while Serena went to talk to the Priestess of Isis.
Oh yes, that was it. Because Serena wanted to ask about the temple.
Yeah,
And then
so
Serena got left out of that. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lily would say, "Okay, would you like me to say we did it in the name of Falana and the Adventurers Guild?"
Honestly, I think if we're going to benefit most from this, we should say it was done in our name. So that way it gives us credit as a whole, as a group.
What is our group's name?
Just give our names.
Serena...
That's
Why-
a really long thing to say. Let's just say the
Here's-
Adventurers Guild.
yeah, here's
Serena
another
said-
idea. Why don't you sort this out after you talk to the Adventurers Guild? You know, Lily knows that he wanted to talk to her.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Wait.
So, unless Falana is adamant that she can't proclaim that we did it in the name of the Adventurers Guild, she's going to keep doing it.
The problem with this is we never agreed to this, and it would be nice if we actually had a group
We're
meeting
getting an
about that.
extra 20% on this, okay?
Okay, I can agree to that.
Alright.
Serena pipes up and says, "Maybe ask why she's doing. Maybe you should have asked why she was doing this before you started yelling at her."
I'm giving you more money for your stupid ink.
Right. And
That's
as
a good point.
And as you get up to the Adventurers Guild, Lily notices there's a noticeable difference. First of all, the front doors are open, and she sees the guildmaster there speaking to a group of, it looks to be an archer, a fighter, and two others.
Seems to be working.
And as the group walks up, the Adventurers Guildmaster, I said was Ferris. Yes, it was Ferris. He will notice the group right away. He's like, yes, hello, you're back. I was meaning to speak to you, miss. The agreement we had initially, I'm going to have to go back on it.
Lily's going to say, we don't go back on agreements where I'm from.
Yes, but I was visited earlier by...
I've already proclaimed that we've done this in the name of your guild. The damage
No,
is done if
Not
you're
about
worried
that. It's
about
not
that.
about that. It's... We are still willing to pay you the 20 gold per head in addition to whatever the trade guild is willing to pay you. However, we will be paying you. That money will not be going elsewhere.
Understood. I don't require you to do anything with the Duke anyways.
All right. Then we are taken care of. So is there anything more I can take care of you, miss? I was just seeing to these fine folks here, which the trademaster brought back with him while he was abroad.
Trademaster did, huh? I have talked with some of the members of your town, and I am hopeful that maybe some of them will join your guild by hearing the deeds that your guild has done already. Perhaps these fine adventurers can continue what we've done.
Oh, that would be most wondrous indeed. We are already on the road back to there, and if you are to keep proclaiming that you did this in the name of the Adventurers Guild, no doubt our aid will come in and we'll have more enough manpower to take care of everything this town needs.
Anyone else want the floor?
No, so Lily's
It is
kind of the
okay.
one who
Alright.
got in charge of this.
So Lily's
Yeah,
going
we
to,
really have to say in this.
Lily's going to be pulling out the heads one by one and counting them as she does. 1, 2, 40, 41, and she pulls out the stone head, 42. So how
And-
much gold would that be?
For 42 heads, we will be able to give you...
I don't remember the exact original amount. I would
Yeah.
tell you.
He just said 20 per head.
able to give you 820 or 840 gold pieces. For the remainder of your payment, you'll have to visit the trade master. They have the initial bounty set up on it.
Excellent. So do we add 840 to our party fund?
Yes, you can add 840 to your party fund. The Adventure Guild Master will write a note declaring that the contract was taken care of and that the party is seeking compensation for their deeds.
Can we have that in platinum?
You would have to talk to the trade master about that. I'm sorry, miss. I do not
Okay,
have
we'll just take it in gold. Gold's fine. Gold's fine. Everyone likes gold.
Gold.
But-
We'll take it in whatever they give us because we have the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the bag of holding.
Lily's gonna pick up all the heads and stick them back in the bag.
All right. And with that done, is there anything more you want to do in the Adventurers Guild? Because if not,
Is there anything that the Adventurers Guild sells or is able to give us in addition to money?
there is nothing currently. If you were to keep aiding them out, I'm sure they would be able to delve into their stores. But at the moment, only the payment for the goblin heads.
Lily's going to suggest, since they can no longer keep their bargain with the thing she had mentioned with the Duke, perhaps they could make them honorary members of the guild instead.
And Ferris will nod at that. Yes, of course. That would be a very easy thing for us to do, and that would be very excellent for us as well if you're able to continue to help the guilds in the various towns.
She's going to turn back to the rest of the group. Is that acceptable to you all?
We
Yeah.
can't guarantee anything with that because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. For all we know, we could end up in the middle of the ocean in the very near future.
Lily's going to say,
And-
for all we know, we could end up dead tomorrow. Live a little.
And the
No, I
advent-
mean,
and
what
yeah,
we're doing.
as you're all explaining this, Ferris will nod. It's like, yes, we are aware of this. This is a dangerous profession. We are more akin to mercenaries than a military force. So just by being honorary members, though, you will have access to various contracts that a commoner would not have.
What I'm talking about, though, isn't that our lives are in danger. It's with what we're trying to work on with our own task.
Oh,
your
We
your
will
guild,
have to go
how,
out into the middle
how
of the
far
ocean.
reaching is your guild?
there is an adventurers guild hall in most of the major cities, if not all of them, and several minor.
Does that include as far north as Northbridge?
I believe is one actually in Northbridge. Actually, I think one of our furthest halls is in a small town called Ashenport. I don't actually know much about that region though.
Yeah, I've heard of that place. It's a nice little place. What about in Haven? I don't
completely
remember
bad.
seeing the Adventurers Guild in Haven.
I don't actually know anything about Haven at all, miss. I don't actually. And he kind of just looks kind of sheepish. I'm no politician of any degree.